It's time to level up. Weeks 5 through 8 are all about simulating the challenge so we can train like we're already up in the clouds. Let's go. High altitude, baby. This phase introduces incline training and backpack conditioning, two key elements for preparing your body to perform when gravity and oxygen aren't on your side. Here's what a sample session might include. 10-minute treadmill walk at 8 to 12% incline, 3 rounds, weighted step-ups, kettlebell deadlifts, stair climbs with a pack, and finish with a 10-minute incline walk cool down. Weighted hiking simulates the challenge that we're going to be presented in the Andes Mountains in Peru. It's going to be close to the trail conditions, improves muscular endurance and postural strength, which are all critical at altitude. So we've been hitting the trail, we've been hitting our workouts to make sure that our muscles and our endurance are prepared, ready, and strong for this challenge at high altitude. The elevation on our hikes have ranged from 500 to 1,000 to 1,500 elevation gains. And each week it seems like we're only getting stronger. Our endurance and our stamina continues to improve. I'm so excited to see what we can do when we get to the Salcantay Trek in Peru. Still a little bit nervous. I'm still just kinda like, I have no idea what's gonna happen, but I'm leaning on the preparation and the training that we've been doing. It's the most I can do. I've prepared, I've set out for the journey, gotta leave the unknowns and the uncertainty to faith. Another key thing that you can use to train like you're at altitude is one of these altitude simulation masks. Comes in a package like this. Now, I haven't worn this outside yet because I feel like it's very Marvel character kind of thing, or I don't know, some of y'all might know what this looks like. What this can do, it has dials on each side that changes the level of altitude that you can breathing simulate in. We've been using this on our treadmills just to simulate what it feels like, the labored breathing at altitude. Here we go.
Now, as you can imagine, walking on a treadmill with labored breathing shows your body, especially if you're at sea level like we are, how difficult it's gonna be as you continue to move up a mountain where the altitude gets higher and higher. This is one of the methods you can use and that we're utilizing to induce our red blood cells so that we can have oxygen available to us when we are at those higher altitudes. Now, I'm not saying that this can cover everything, but it can give you some sort of semblance and some sort of capacity within your body to feel what it's like to have labored altitude breathing.
And coming from sea level, woo! It's kind of nice to feel the simulation of what it might feel like on the mountain. Now, I know it's not going to be completely like that. I think it's going to be a lot more difficult, but at least if I can have the sensation of what it might be like to feel the altitude in my oxygen and air, just gives me a better heads up. Now, this altitude mask can simulate all the way up to 18,000 feet elevation. The mask recommends that you start at 2,000 feet elevation and you move up from there. 2,000 feet, 4,000 feet, 6,000 feet, and it just continues to gain with altitude. Join us as we continue to prepare for this high altitude hike on our trek towards Machu Picchu. We've got several weeks of training left. We're only gonna get higher and higher as we climb more and more hiking mountains. We're gonna get stronger in our muscles and we're gonna continue to maintain that resiliency within us.